Hey, Kevin and Adam. In this video, I'm actually just going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor, and I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County as well myself. So I just put together this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. So there's no sales pitch here, just pure value for you. So at this point, you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this? What's the catch? Well, that's a fair question. Most local business owners are just too busy running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, just staying on top of jobs. And many times they just don't have the time to learn how to leverage the internet to benefit their company. And it just gets buried underneath their other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time, the only reason they haven't hired someone yet is because they just don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands at the end of the day saying, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or even if at the end of this video you just want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. And I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'll be as brief as possible. The 3 things that we're going to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So looking over here at your website, so Google doesn't know what you do. The only way that they know is that they have to be told through your content. So content is basically anything that you can see here on your front page that is highlighted. So that can be text, it could be pictures, what the pictures are saved as, and what is behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So let's hurry and actually jump in here. Let's kind of just show you an example. So if we click over here on this image, do a save as, we can see here what it's named as. Really, to be able to optimize this the very best, using or saving your picture with detailed description using keywords, that will help create keyword-rich content on your website. Again, these are the things that the Google bots can read and just basically get an idea of what is this business, what services do they offer, what areas are they targeting, and that is all going to position you in the search rankings. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you want to have enough of it to be able to add in those keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for in Google in order for somebody to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but they just don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google for, say, plumbers, the average content count is like 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and key phrases that your customers are actually searching for. So if we head over here into a website counter tool, comparing your website to another competitor's website, your website is sitting about 760 words. Now, your competitor's site shows that it's about almost 2,700 words. Jumping over here, you can kind of get an idea of where that difference is. This is very beatable in time as well. Now, jumping over here to one of my tools, let's actually start over here on this side. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically it costs a couple $100 a month. It essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site and can get an idea of what is working well for you and your competition. So I did a quick scan of your competitor over here as somebody else that's ranking in the top positions, Mill Creek Plumbing. So initially we can see this overview of how they're doing. So we can see the amount of keywords that are being found on their website and the rough traffic that it's bringing in and more. So first we're going to just dive in a little bit deeper into the keywords, and we can look at the exact keywords that your competition is ranking for and the actual search phrases that your customers are using in Google. So you can see here in this position column, pay attention to that, the volume column, and then the keywords. And we'll kind of run through a couple of these. A couple that stood out to me is they're in the like 2nd to 3rd position for plumbers Salt Lake City, which is being searched almost 1,700 times per month. Similarly, third position for plumber Salt Lake City being searched 2,200 times per month. Another high hitter, third position, Salt Lake City plumber, 810 search volume per month. Now, if we jump over here, same tool, just jumping over here into your website, again, we can get that same overview of what kind of keywords are being, or how many keywords are being found on your website and the type of traffic that that is driving in as well. Let's dive into your keywords and we can see some of, again, the position column, volume column, and then the specific keywords and key phrases. So looking at your site, you are ranking number 1 or 2 for a lot of keywords, but if we look specifically at them, we've got Admiral plumber, heating and cooling. Again, these do have 150 search volume, 20 search volume at Admiral Plumbing, Utah, Admiral Plumbing and Heating for 20 there. So yes, you are in the top position for these, but if you look at all of these all have your name in them, Admiral. So the biggest thing to consider here with search volume is, like, jumping back over here at your competitors, like, look at the difference of if we were to capitalize on the volumes that we've got there. When people are searching into Google, we want to try to think of what are they typically actually searching for, unless they're already aware of your company name and are specifically going there to look up your company. What types of phrases are they going to actually be searching for? Typically, it's something a little more generic, you know, plumbers or plumbers, Salt Lake City plumbers, things like that that they're actually putting into Google. So that's a really big thing that we could focus on there and help capitalize on the volume that those keywords are being searched for. So again, we're close here. You're ranking well with a lot of these, but we want to just be searching what your ideal customers are typically typing in and capitalize on that search volume. So again, to kind of wrap that up, the first thing we want to do to beat out your competition online is get your site to the minimum of 1,500 words with keyword-rich content on your homepage, because that's what's driving your competition's business, and it's 100% beatable if we can get this done. Now, next up, we're going to jump over here into Google. So check this out. So let's Google one of those top keywords that I showed that had the high search volume that your competitors are using. So we've got plumber, Salt Lake City in here. First of all, we see the ads section up top. Here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in. So just be careful to not burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. So we're actually going to jump down here below the ad section to this coveted map area. So this area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. So you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation and why do they matter? And a great question. So you see this Google Map section. This is called the Google Map Pack. So I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably used this section at some point for, you know, finding the nearest coffee shop near you or something like that. And you've probably even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? So citations are super simple. They're just businesses' names, addresses, and phone numbers listed on a bunch of online directories like these. So you've got Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. But the thing with citations is they just have to match your Google listing exactly. So your name, address, phone number needs to match exactly. Having citations like these helps Google verify and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing that you can do today to push your business to one of those top 3 spots on the map pack, well, that's really simple. You just need to increase your citation game. When you get more of these citations than your competitor, especially citations from authoritative or industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts and you gain even more trust from Google, which therefore pushes you above your competition. So you might be asking yourself, well, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, we use sites like Bright Local or WhiteSpark that tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and then we can literally go down their list and match what directories they're on. And then we don't stop there though, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 100 citations, we're going to go out and get 150 or 200 citations so that it takes them a long time to catch up. And that pretty much wraps up citations. So we're going to jump back over here into Google. Now let's talk about the third thing that we're going to go over today, which is backlinks. Also, it's often referred to as link juice. This is the third pillar that will really help you dominate on Google. So again, when we searched plumber Salt Lake City, and we scroll down past the ads, past the map pack, we hit the organic listing section down here. And you can see your site is not ranked number 1, 2, or 3. Now, this is where we want to be. And to get here, you need to beat out your competition in every aspect. Really, you just need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. So site A links to site B. So A is giving B some of its link juice or authority, kind of like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So the easiest way to think about link juice is simply thinking about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want to have the coolest, most popular kid or sites in this situation to be pointing back and recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant backlinks wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a plumber, right? Well, you wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back at you because you guys don't churn ice cream. Although that'd be tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or, a construction company, drywall company linking back to you, that would be much more effective. So we're going to jump back over here again into my tool, Ahrefs. We can see here on your site that you've got about 226 backlinks pointing back to your site. Not bad, but not dominant. Something interesting, if we pull up your competition, you'll see here they've got 129 backlinks. So you might be asking yourself, well, that's a lower number, so shouldn't I beat them? But again, like I said, not all backlinks are created equal. Quality over quantity, relevance plays an important factor. So somebody can beat out competition with fewer backlinks if they are more relevant or higher quality. So that could be what's going on in play here. So again, this is very beatable in time. We just need to get a higher quality and relevancy backlinks for you. Getting you to the top of Google is not magic. It's just a tried and true method. And I've shown you that exact method today on how to help rank. So again, the 3 things that you can do today to grow your online presence. First, focus on that content, getting that front page to at least the 1,500 words and making sure that it's using the right keywords and phrases that the people in your area are actually searching for so they can find your company, your services. Second, you want to get your name, address, and phone number listed in as many online directories as possible to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then third, backlinks and link juice. You just want to make sure that you're getting more of those relevant sites pointing back to you guys to show Google that you're an authority. And we can even jump in here specifically to your competitor, and we can see here with the backlinks, we can see exactly what they've got and be able to go out and get those same ones or better ones for your company. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. It is that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, what now? Well, you've got a couple of options. You can go ahead and take this information I provided to you today and do this on your own, and I am totally cool with that. Or if you have found that this information is valuable and you're one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route to save yourself time and hassle, just simply respond to my email that I've sent this video over to. We'll be able to set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to seeing your email. Have a great day.